To know your enemy, you must be your enemy. Believe me, no war will end all wars. A meaningless death, endless hate, never-ending pain. That's war. If we don't end the war will end us. The sweat that flows on the training ground is blood atonement on the battlefield. Be selective in your battles. Sometimes peace is better than being right. Politics is war without bloodshed, while war is politics with bloodshed. Expression can only breed hatred, and hatred can breed war. Take care of words as well as possible, because it is through these words that this world can start war or peace. Boldness without consideration is like war without carrying ammunition. Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a way to win the war. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is sound before defeat. Everyone has never advocated war except as a means of peace. Every war will go down in history, and maybe this struggle for peace will be forgotten by history, but it was much better than a war that history remembers. War is a game that can be played with a smile on the face, but there will be no laughter in the heart. War is never a permanent solution to any problem. A true soldier fights not because he hates what is in front of him, but because he loves what is behind him. Fighting and subduing the enemy in war is not the highest greatness. Highest greatness occurs when you are able to stop the enemy without any resistance. Sometimes disagreement will cement a relationship. Politeness is not lost by war. In times of war, modesty is needed, more so than in times of peace. Success is victory in the war against oneself. Everyone must lose the battle in his youth, so that he does not lose the war when he is old. If your enemy offers 2 targets, attack the third. The genius leader must have the ability to make different opponents appear as if they belong to one category. The screams of 12-inch shrapnel were more piercing than the hiss of 1,000 Jewish newspaper vipers. Therefore, let them continue to hiss. I know that fewer people are won by the written word than by the spoken word, and that every great movement on this earth owes its growth to great speakers and not to great writers. Struggle is the father of all things. It is not by the principle of humanity that man lives or is able to defend himself above the animal world, but solely through the most brutal struggles. Obstacles are not there to give up, but only to be broken. When people try to rebel against nature's iron logic, They come into conflict with the same principles upon which they exist as human beings. Their actions against nature must lead to their own downfall. I started young. Us older ones were tired, but my amazing kids. Is there better anywhere in the world? Look at all these men and boys. What material! With you and me, we can make a new world. Through the intelligent and constant application of propaganda, people can be made to see heaven as hell, and vice versa, to regard the most wretched types of life as heaven. Anyone who sees and paints green skies and blue fields must be sterilized. No politician should allow himself to be photographed in a swimsuit. A person who has no sense of history is like a person who has neither ears nor eyes. If freedom lacks weapons, we must make up for it with willpower. The only preventative measure that can be taken is to live irregularly. Kill, destroy, sack, tell lies. How much do you want after the win? No one asks why. He who will live must fight. He who does not want to fight in this world, where permanent struggle is the law of life, has no right to live. Sometimes we may need to lose a battle to learn the best way to win a war. Having hope is half the battle. Without hope, there is no battle to win, nowhere to go. Without hope, you stay where you are. Peace is not because there is no war, but because there is justice. Peace is not without conflict. It is the ability to deal with conflict by peaceful means. Those who are at war with others are not at peace with themselves. Sometimes it's easier to make war than to make peace. Be selective in your battles. Sometimes peace is better than being right. An unjust peace is better than a just war. Be light in the dark, be calm in the storm, and be at peace in war. War is the last resort. Maintaining peace is the first choice. You may fly the flag of war, but I am consistent in maintaining the peace. When you fail in the struggle, it doesn't mean you have to back down. The desire for peace will only create war and hatred to protect the beloved. It's not patience if you still have limits, and it's not sincerity if you still feel pain. If you want peace, work for justice. Peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be achieved through understanding. Tranquility is not freedom from the storm, but peace in the midst of the storm. Better than 1,000 bullshit is one word that brings peace. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. Peace in this world will not be created if there is no peace in every human being. Peace begins with a smile. If there is no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we need each other. Peace is not unity in commonality, but unity in diversity, in comparison and indifference. Peace has no boundaries. Peacemakers come and seek to understand rather than be understood. Peace is closely related to mutual tolerance. Listening and understanding, and reducing unnecessary debate is the key that is important. A peace that comes from fear and not from the heart is the opposite of peace. Forgiveness is the best way to get rid of grudges. That's the gift you should give yourself as a peacemaker. Thanks for listening to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.